Hey guys, welcome back to the video. I'm Jordan Swagler, and today I'm going to be going over like a full day of eating and what my days normally consist of. It's currently about 5 o'clock in the morning, so you have to bear with me a little bit. I'm normally a bit of an early bird, but this is a little bit earlier than what I'm used to waking up on the weekends. So I'm going to get a pot of coffee brewing, and we're going to go over some poses and weigh-ins here directly. Alright, so we're to my favorite part of the day, which would be breakfast, and we're going to cook up, shout out to Greg Doucette for this, the anabolic French toast. That's been pretty much a staple in my off season and my on season. It's an amazing breakfast food. So we'd start with that. I'll show you how I make it. First off, you're going to take the pan out, get it warming up, because whenever you put the French toast down there, you want to sear the eggs right off the bat. That way you don't have eggs leaking out of your bread everywhere. So I set that to like a medium heat, about 4 or 5. You get your food scale and a container for the egg whites. Zero that out, and then get your carton of egg whites. Now, I use 276 grams of egg whites. That'd be 6 servings. Feel free to only use 4 if you want, but I like my French toast pretty soggy. Just weigh out 276. Alright, so now we're going to get some ground up cinnamon and some vanilla extract. Just eyeball it up. I mean, you don't put too much cinnamon in, but you don't have enough where you have flavor. Vanilla, roughly about, for every serving of egg whites, you want like a capful of vanilla. I just pour it in roughly. It really doesn't matter. All it is a little bit of flavoring. You get a little bit too much, you have a little more of a vanilla taste to it. So, be right back. Then the last thing we need is a 0-calorie sweetener. It seems to be the best bang for the buck. It's the cheapest. If you buy Splenda, you're going to pay about double the price of this. And the taste is identical. There's no difference, just the name on it. So just add about 15 to 20 grams of that. 15 grams, to be precise. After that, just take it and mix it up. The cinnamon does take a little bit to mix in. If you're using just a fork, you're going to be here for a minute. I would recommend getting a whisk. It'll make your life a lot easier. Believe me, I did that for like the first 6 months of me making this, and whisk changed changed my world with this. Alright. Now you're going to pull out your regular white bread. It doesn't matter if you like whole wheat, by all means get it, but you aren't being any healthier by getting whole wheat. It's the same exact calories, and for me, I despise the taste of whole wheat, so I'm not going to eat something, especially on a diet, that I don't like. Just going to dip it in there and make sure you get as much soaked in there as possible. It'll be pretty much falling apart by the time you pull it out and put it onto the pan. I'm telling you right now, if you ever make this, you'll never get it back. I mean, I've had this for breakfast probably every day for the last 3 or 4 months now. Like I said, even my bulking season, I enjoy eating this. During my bulk, I will throw in like a whole egg or two to add a little bit of healthy fats to it and a little bit more flavor. But for the most part, it stays the same. You want to get as much egg whites in there because the egg whites are basically just adding the protein for your breakfast, and the bread would be your carbohydrate source. If I do it 100% right, I should have the perfect amount of egg whites. So, as you can see, we still have a little bit of egg whites left in there. So what you're going to do is you're just going to get on top of that and just a couple drops on each piece of toast until you have all the egg whites used up. It will absorb in. If it's not cooking on the bottom, when you pour that extra on there, it will run out onto the pan and make a little bit of a mesh. You have to trace it all up with a spatula. But hang on. So right after that, I like to have some blueberries in the French toast as well every once in a while. So I weigh out 1 serving, which is a lot of blueberries for 4 sides of French toast, but it's like having little gushers inside of your French toast. Do is you're just going to pour out your blueberries onto the toast. You're going to take your spatula and push the blueberries down into it. That way, whenever you flip them, you're sending blueberries flying all over your kitchen. All right, now we just let it cook. Alright guys, we are done, and you have a couple different options once you get this complete. I mean, it doesn't look the greatest, but I'm telling you, it tastes amazing. You guys gotta try it. But one option they can use is you can use a sugar-free syrup. You wanna make sure you use a sugar-free, otherwise you're just defeating the whole point of having a low-calorie, high-protein breakfast. You can put half a cup of syrup on here, and it's only 60 calories. Whereas if you use regular syrup, you're looking at, for half a cup of syrup, probably well over 300 calories in just the syrup. So make sure you guys switch over to sugar-free. Trust me, it's a little bit more runny, but you cannot taste the difference, honestly. Your second option you can use, which I like to do a lot, especially with blueberries, is use Dannon yogurt. It doesn't have that sour taste. It's a pre-sweetened Greek yogurt. I really enjoy the flavor of it. That's normally what I use in my French toast. Plus, it gets some extra protein in. Compared to using the syrup, you're just getting carbohydrates from the calories. So, I'm going to put this on, and I'll see you here a bit. Alright, I'm back, and I got everything complete. See, I have 1 serving of yogurt on there. And if you make this exactly how I did it with the yogurt as the syrup, essentially, with 6 servings of egg whites, blueberries, and you use the Schmidt 647 bread, which is a lower calorie bread, you'll come out with 470 calories. You have 53 grams of protein and 79 grams of carb. I mean, it's a pretty well balanced breakfast. You can't go wrong with it. So I'm going to get to eating this, and we're going to be heading to the gym right afterwards. We came out here to the grocery store to do some shopping and grab some ingredients. I'm gonna make up some pizzas tonight for supper, but I just real quick want to show you guys something. So we got some here, and if you look on the back, for 2 tablespoons you have 100 calories. I mean, for most people are putting at least like 4 or 5 servings on there. So I mean, you're looking at like 500 calorie salads with just the dressings. Then you have croutons, your bacon bits. I mean, you could easily have 1,000 calorie salad before you know it, and you're better off eating a Big Mac at that point. Whereas if you go with a fat-free option, for 2 tablespoons you cut your calories by 75%. So I mean, it's just something you really got to be aware of. I mean, even the light ranch up here is still 60 calories for 2 tablespoons. It's just outrageous. But if you go to Walden Farms, you can actually get 0 calorie. There's still some trace calories that they round down to 0, but it's virtually 0 calories, which would be your best route if you want salads. You can just focus on getting your protein onto the salad and not have to worry about any extra calories from dressings. Alright guys, so I just finished up cooking the pizza and eating it. I will have a video on that. It was amazing. You guys have to watch it. This will be a bit of a long video. It goes like I go over everything. It's just me and me making the pizza. So we make a buffalo style and also a normal pizza with chicken on it instead of the pepperoni. But yeah, you guys will definitely have to check that out. But other than that, I didn't get a chance to do my cardio today. That ended up falling through. I had to go spend some time with some family, so got to do that. I'll make up for it tomorrow. And I was a little under my calories today anyway, so I don't think missing the cardio is really going to hurt me that much. Especially at this point, I'm well ahead of the game. So, yeah, other than that, I didn't count the day today. I think I was at 2,387 calories and close to 400 grams of protein. So I feel sorry for anyone that's close to me. You guys are probably better off on the other side of the screen. But I'm going to end the video. You guys have a great night and enjoy your weekend.